Everyone, please check your audio and video settings, please. Yes, yes, I'm fine here. Slowly recovering. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Fine, boss. Other day I was talking about what, guys? At the rate auto wide. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I just recovered. Yesterday I got negative, but still some weakness is going on. Still some weakness is going on. It will be there for 1-2 days. Fine. Shall we revise what we discussed? I hope you got proper communication for this entire week. Yeah, today onwards, I'll take all the classes, guys. Yes. Guys. Other day, I was talking about at the rate auto wide. So why it is named as auto wide? Because wiring is called dependency injection, and it can be done in two ways. One is explicit wiring, other one is called implicit wiring. Implicit wiring is also called as auto wiring. What is the specialty of explicit wiring? We should explicitly write either property tag or constructor-arg tag to perform dependency injection. Otherwise, IOC container cannot recognize who is target, who is dependent. When it comes to implicit wiring, based on the type of the property or type of the name of the bean property, the IOC container automatically decides what. Okay. The IOC container automatically decides what are the dependents, and they will be detected and they will be injected to target bean class object. I hope you remember that. Yes. Okay. To tell to IOC container that you are interested in auto wiring on certain property, you should use at the rate auto wide annotation. It is applicable at what level, guys? Constructor level, method level, parameter level, field level, on the top of annotation also. See this, first we discussed about what, guys? Field level, which is also called as field injection or field level injection. Am I audible, guys? Everyone? Yes. Then what we have to do in Spring Bean configuration file, we need to place context colon annotation config. So this is one tag which is dealing with 7 to 8 number of bean post processor. They will be loaded and they will be they will be loaded and they will be what, instantiated to provide the functionality of the annotation. I hope you remember this context colon annotation config. If you don't have this, we have to configure each bean post processor class separately, right? And after that, what? Regular client application. Regular client app. Can we use Bean Factory container in the annotation driven environment? Certainly not. We must think about working with only application context container. I'm just revising, boss. Okay. Yeah. What is ambiguity problem in @auto my dears? For example, courier type. What is the bean property type? Courier type. Matching that property type, how many dependents are there? Multiple dependents are there. So then you will get what? Ambiguity problem. And there are multiple solutions to solve ambiguity problem. Number one is what? By name. If we match, see this solution one. What is the bean property name? Courier. What is the dependent property bean ID? Courier. Courier matching. So this is the one solution. Another solution is by using @qualifier. See, you give different bean IDs for dependent classes, but in one bean ID you have to mention by using @qualifier, or by using primary is equal to true. What is that? Or by using primary is equal to true. What is the best solution, boss? Working with @qualifier is the best solution. I hope you I think everyone connected back to the basics, boss. Okay, so let's get into the today's discussion. Let's get into the today's discussion. Yes, boss. So where is this @required? Let us assume in application context.xml, no dependents are configured. In application context.xml, no dependents are configured. Okay, guys. Let us assume Sumit Anand @qualifier performs by name mode of auto wiring, and @primary performs by type mode of auto wiring. It will detect the @qualifier detects the dependent based on the bean ID. That means by name. And @primary decides the dependent based on the type. Bean ID and target bean class property name need not to match. If type matches, that is enough. So now listen carefully, boss. I commented all the dependents, but still my target is having what? @auto avoid. Still my target is having @auto avoid. No qualifier, nothing, because now you observe. Now please observe. I'm using dependent here. Courier.deliver. By default, what it holds, guys? Null. When null is there, come on, guys. Let's see. You run the application. You run the application. Target class object is created. Okay, what it is saying was no qualifying bean of type courier is available. Expected one bean which qualify. That means what? Expected one bean which one? It is saying that no such bean type expected. It is clearly saying that dependent is definitely required. What is required, guys? Dependent is definitely required. Now just have a look on this. Here I say required is false. Here I say required is false. That means even though dependent is not there, not a problem. Earlier required is true. Default value is true. Definitely dependent is must be there. If not there, exception will come. Now this time what I do, guys, required is equal to false, and you run the application. This time you observe null pointer exception came, but I stop invoking the business method for the time being. I just call factory.getBean method. Now you observe, though dependent is not available. Please switch off your cameras, everyone, please. Everyone, please switch off your cameras. Now, see was, though dependent is not available, we are not getting any exception here. You run the same application by keeping required is equal to true. Strategy DP, yes. See, guys, that means what? See this, guys. That by default dependent is required. Now you want to make dependent searching is optional. You want to make dependent searching is optional. Then we have to go for what? Required is equal to false. What is that, guys? Required is equal to false. I hope you find the difference between both required is equal to true and required is equal to false, boss. Right. Let me write that one in words. Yes, at the rate auto wide. What is today's date, guys? May 10th. Yes, guys. Required is equal to true. Default value is true. That means dependent spring bean of type courier dependent Spring Bean of type courier interface. Of type courier interface. Our availability. Availability in IOC container is mandatory. Otherwise, exception will be raised. Otherwise, exception will be raised. What is the exception that will be raised, guys? This will be the exception that will be raised. This will be the exception that will be raised. Copy this. Required is equal to false. Required is equal to false. Dependent Spring Bean of type courier interface. Courier interface. Availability in IOC container is optional. IOC container is optional. That means no exception will be raised, even though dependent Spring Beans are not available. I hope you are understanding this statement, guys. Required is equal to true, required is equal to false. Yeah. Now listen carefully. It is applicable at setter method level also, boss. Are you there, guys? Please respond in the chat box. Please respond in the chat box. It is applicable at what level? Field level, method level, constructor level. So now let me apply this one. Setter method level. See these guys at the rate auto void. At the rate auto void. Again, I'm keeping all the three dependents ready. Default required is true, boss. Now there is a chance of getting ambiguity problem. In order to solve this problem, so that we have to use at the rate qualifier. At the rate qualifier. What is the dependent, guys? DTDC is the dependent. I have picked up DTDC. Okay, guys. Now you observe. See, happily setter injection is happening. So now I'll invoke the business method also. Here I'll invoke the business method. Yes, guys. Now you observe. Setter method is executing or not. That means using @auto void, we are able to perform setter injection mode of auto wiring or not. So that means field injection is the new injection, boss. Field injection is the new injection. Along with that, it can perform regular setter injection, constructor injection also. Okay, boss. If any ambiguity problem comes, here also we can use @qualifier, or you can use primary is equal to true, or you can match. Same thing. Here also same thing. Here you can match. See this property name with parameter name with one of the dependent bean ID. Here also you can apply all the things. Okay. Let's see. One bean ID I have taken as courier. Strategy DP with AC test. Observe it. See guys, still set courier is working or not working. Set courier is injecting what object was. Everyone please observe. Injecting DTDC. Why it is injecting DTDC only? Observe. Bean ID is what? Courier. Yes. So again, here also you can apply all the three techniques in order to solve what? Ambiguity problems. Yes. Now listen carefully. And it can be applied on arbitrary method. Not compulsory, it should be applied on setter method, boss. It can be applied on arbitrary method. But arbitrary method should also have a setter method like signature. For example, arbitrary means any name you can take. Public. Achha, 1 minute. First, let me give one point on it. Yes, boss. @auto void @auto void on setter method. @auto void on setter method. Paste, guys. Now no need of these things here. No need of this. @auto void on setter method. Yes, boss. Yes, we can apply @auto void on arbitrary method. What do you mean by arbitrary method? Any method. Setter method should have a pattern to follow, but arbitrary method means your choice name, boss. Let's see that. Public void, see, assign courier courier is equal to this dot courier is equal to this dot courier is equal to courier. That's good, guys. Okay, now you observe here sys trace. Okay, sys trace. Now you observe, guys, @auto void @auto void. Now have a look. This is not a setter method. It is a arbitrary method. Any name you can take. You can take X, Y, Z. Only the thing is you should have a same signature of this setter method. Okay. Now you observe strategy design pattern test, guys. See, this time assign method is called. And what is the DTDC? Why it is injecting DTDC, boss? Why it is injecting? Here courier, bean ID courier is matching. Suppose here I have taken DTDC only. Here I have taken DTDC only. Now you observe. Then you will get ambiguity problem. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. When you get ambiguity problem, how to solve the ambiguity problem, my dears? Again, by using @qualifier or @primary. Okay, right now I'm using @qualifier. So in the qualifier, what I am mentioning? DTDC. Super. Strategy design pattern with this. So assign. See, guys, since I mentioned DTDC, it is now taking DTDC. I hope you noticed it, that one, boss. Right. This is on what? Arbitrary method. Why it is named as arbitrary method? It can have any name. It can have any name. That's why it is named as what? Arbitrary method. Yes. @auto void can be applied on arbitrary method. Arbitrary method that is having same signature of setter method. That is having same signature of setter method. Yes, boss. This is what method, guys? Arbitrary method. Arbitrary method, boss. Okay, guys. It can be applied on constructor. It can be applied on constructor to perform constructor mode of auto wiring. So I will comment this, guys. Yes, boss. Now I am coming to this one param constructor. Yes, here is my courier. Courier is equal to courier is equal to. Have a look now. This dot courier is equal to courier. This dot courier is equal to courier. Now you observe here, guys, at the rate auto void. At the rate auto void. See, guys, now it will perform constructor mode of auto wiring. Check it out. Okay. Strategy design pattern test, guys. Strategy design pattern. See, now here also you will get ambiguity problem. As usually, 3 matchings are there. Then how to solve this ambiguity problem? I know that you will try to apply at the rate qualifier here. At the rate qualifier. Okay, DTDC. At the rate qualifier. See, observe. At the rate qualifier annotation says you cannot apply me on the top of the constructor. Observe this. Look at the source code of that. Oh, source code is not attached. No problem. This annotation is the the annotation qualifier is disallowed for this location. Disallowed for this location. It is saying, if you are interested, you open the documentation and see that one also. Let me open the documentation. Annotation on the top of the constructor, but you can apply annotation on the just before the parameter level. You can apply it if you want. Let's have a look on it. And just to type docs, guys. Now you observe it is not applicable at constructor level. Check it out. Here constructor word is not there, but there is a term called parameter. You can apply here. I will try to put over here. I'll remove from there. I will try to put over there. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Right. Now you observe strategy design pattern. See, guys, now what is the one that is injected? Using one param constructor or not? That means constructor mode of auto wiring is happening or not happening, boss? Definitely constructor mode of auto wiring is happening. I hope you understood this one, guys. Yes. Yes, boss. At the rate auto wide can be applied on parameterized constructor. To perform constructor mode auto wiring. Constructor mode auto wiring. Constructor mode auto wiring, boss. Yes. At the rate qualifier is not allowed at constructor level. So it is applied at parameter level to solve ambiguity problem. To solve ambiguity problem. Are you listening my statement, guys? Come on. Okay. Now listen carefully. One more point, boss. At maximum, only one parameterized constructor can be there having at the rate auto void with required is equal to true value. Are you sure, sir? Have a look on it. I'm taking one more constructor. I'm not taking courier type here. I'm taking simple int type. Int x, guys. Int x. Okay. It is also one param constructor, but I'm just typing x here. Yeah. What is the default value of required here? True. What is the default value of required here? True. Now you try to run the application now. You got a error. See this? Invalid auto-where marked constructor. Found constructor required annotation already on public courier. Check it out. What, guys? If you try to have two constructor having at the rate auto void, we are getting error. That means at maximum only one constructor can have at the rate auto void annotation. No, one can have with false, guys. Suppose here I said required false. Now here required true is there. Now you observe. Now you observe. Now you observe. Found constructor required annotation already on this one. That means what, guys? At maximum, you can have only one parameterized constructor having at the rate auto void. If you observe more than one, it is going through an exception. It is going through an exception. I hope you noticed that point, guys. So now let me write that point also here. At max, only one constructor one parameterized constructor can have Max can have auto wide annotation max annotation, otherwise exception will be raised. Otherwise exception will be raised. Raises the exception, boss. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. At maximum, only one constructor, one parameterized constructor can have @auto wide annotation. Got it now, boss? Fine. Okay, now I am giving one small task to you people, guys. Field level separate dependent injected. Using setter method, separate dependent is injected. Using constructor, separate dependent is injected. Using arbitrary method, separate dependent is injected. At the end, what value will be taken as the final value? I repeat the question. Suppose using field injection, I have injected DTDC. Using constructor, I have injected blue dot. Using setter method, I have injected DHL. Using arbitrary method, I have injected first flight. Now tell me, at the end, courier property will be having. Now tell me, at the end, courier property will be having which one? Which one? Arbitrary method one, setter method one, constructor one, or field level one? This is the task I am giving to you people, boss. This is the task I am giving to you people. Please work out. I'm stopping the session here. Okay. I'm stopping the session here, guys. Tomorrow onwards, we'll be having complete sessions. I hope you got my assignment, guys. I hope you understood this. Okay, I will write the assignment over here. Yeah, today all sessions are there, guys. If we enable, today all classes are there. Today all classes are there, please. If we enable, no, Spring Basics will continue for a few more days, guys. I'll post immediately. So regarding new batches, I'll give the plan. First, let me start the regular batches. Yes, if we enable field injection, setter injection, constructor injection, and arbitrary arbitrary injection with different dependent dependents. Can you tell me what will be the final value? What will be the final value? Guys, please work out this assignment. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow we'll continue, boss. Thank you. Have a nice time.